Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I'm CTMAN1975, and today I'm going to do kind of like a video like we did with ATS and ETS2. I'm going to try one with Forza Horizon 6. I know some people do wheel settings and stuff. I'm doing a controller. Because I play this game with a controller because I feel that I have better control over the car with a controller because I'm not driving really tight corners and stuff like that. I'm driving kind of off-road style, how you in rally you kind of get that back end to come around. Well, that's what I'm doing kind of in some of the corners in races. So that's why we're going to do this. I'm going to do my settings, my control. Oops. Okay, well, let's do Well, first of all, I'm doing my difficulty at average. I guess driver assist or at custom. I do have a little bit of assist turned on, but okay. I have anti-lock brakes on, steering at standard, traction control is off. Okay. Stability control is on. Shifting I have is automatic. And then we have driving line full. Now we have cosmetic damage on tires. I have rewind off. I don't like that stuff where you screw up and then you rewind and you do it all over again. It's like, no, that's not racing. That's cheating. I mean, it's bad enough that I'm using assists. I don't need to make it have rewind on too. You can have it on if you want. I don't personally use it. Okay, well, this is basically for people that having a hard time seeing stuff, so we won't really go over that. That's okay. I have UI blur off. Okay, wait, motion blur off, UI blur off. Moving backgrounds is on. I don't know exactly what that does, but you don't have to worry about increased text size if you use it. That's good because it helps if you can see it. Okay, so this basically right here looks like it. Okay, it's visual accessibility. Well, people that need it can use it, but we're not going to go over it. Sorry. Okay, well, I have Rival Ghosts off. Um, if you want to play with your friends and your friends are on console, that's what this is for. Crossplay. Driver tires. I don't know. I have mine on. Honestly, you can't really see them because I don't use the. I don't. Whoops. I don't use the what do you call it? The in-car view. So you that's a matter of opinion if it's good or bad. I have proximity radar off. I don't know. You can have it on if you want. Notifications on. Online event notifications on. Horizontal stunt. Oh, excuse me. Horizon stunt party notifications on. Convoy invite notifications on. So basically, if you have these convoy invite notifications turned on, if somebody invites you to their convoy, you'll know. But honestly, I wouldn't myself. I wouldn't just join somebody who out of the blue. But you do you, and just make sure you're being safe and you're not doing anything that you shouldn't be doing. Okay, I have my. Okay, this is probably what most people are looking for right here. So more so than anything, I have vibration on. You know, you don't really feel it too much, so um, I have my okay vertical look. I have it off. Let's look on. Steering axis dead zone. I have mine set at 0. I have my steering axis dead zone outside turned to 90, which is, as you can see, is stock. Steering landing area, I have it set to stock. Acceleration axis dead zone inside, I have it 15, which is stock. Acceleration axis dead zone outside 90, which is also stock. Deceleration axis dead zone, I have mine set to 15, and then deceleration dead zone outside, I have it set to 80. I actually went to a video, and some of these settings are from that video, so I don't remember what the name of the video is, but these are not all my settings, so I'll just make sure I say that. If I can find the video that I used, I will link it down below in the description. Okay, so if you use a clutch, which I don't, it's set to stock, and I use the e-brake somewhat, and that's all stock too. Vibration scale, I have mine set to 0.2. That's probably why I don't feel a lot of vibration. Okay. Audio, I guess that's kind of another thing that is the um, personal preference. I have my music turned off mainly because I stream, so therefore I don't want it turned on. And I have master game player tires, all the stuff that's turned all the way up except for the UI. I have it turned down to 50%. Screen reader, I have it turned off because I don't really care to hear the screen read to me. That is more for people who have a hard time seeing it. I don't, so I don't use it. Okay, I have the radio DJ turned off because for another. Oh, and I have streamer mode turned on, obviously. But I have music turned off because because if you stream on Twitch, you can have it turned on. But if you stream on YouTube and Twitch, you cannot, because YouTube 9 times out of 10 will probably get you for some other song or something in the game, so it's just easier to keep your music off. Because then you don't have to worry about all those special settings to have your music, so make sure that it's not flagged and everything. That's just a pain in the neck to to worry about. Okay, my video settings. I have no HDR display detected because the HDR on my screen is turned off because I stream on Twitch, so and Twitch doesn't use HDR, so I have motion blur turned off. I have show FPS turned off because honestly, I don't think people really need to know the exact frame rate that you're getting when they watch you. If you want it turned on, go for it. I also have FSR turned off. I have all of that anti-aliasing and resolution scaling, all that stuff turned off because, I mean, the stuff is nice if people can see it, but how many people are actually going to be able to see or know that, oh, he's not getting 60 FPS? Well, guess what? As long as it looks nice and it's not a stuttery mess, you could be getting 150 or you could be getting 50. As long as the game looks nice, who cares what your frame rate is? Okay, well, right now I have it set to ultra because I've been playing offline, but normally off stream. Normally when I stream, I have it set to either high or medium because My computer is a 5600 with a 9060, 32 gigs of RAM, and I stream with OBS because also the fact that I'm streaming to Twitch at 1080 60 and I'm streaming to YouTube at 1440 60, and I'm using the highest allowed bitrate on Twitch, which is 6,000, and I'm using 7500 on YouTube. So that alone just puts a lot of strain on my computer without gaming itself. So that's why you might see this set to medium, just so that we can do all of that other stuff without needing like a CPU upgrade or whatever. So I have ray trace reflections turned off. Honestly, if you are racing, the ray tracing is not really going to do too much because you're moving so quickly that all that probably you're not gonna the people probably aren't gonna see it so much. Where if you're playing a game like like Cyberpunk or something like that, yeah, you probably will see it. But okay, that's all we're gonna do for those settings. Okay, well, whoops, hold on. My controllers here. Oop. Okay, so of course everybody has the R and T for RT and or the right and left trigger for their acceleration and their brake. Of course, all the steering. The only thing that I have changed on my controller is I changed the e-brake from A to B. Because if you look at B, oops, oh, damn it. If you look at B on my controller, B is much closer to your thumb than A is. And also, if anybody's ever played Dirt Rally 2.0 or Dirt Rally or any of those rallying games, you know that B a lot of times is your e-brake, at least on a controller, anyways. So that's why I've done B as my e-brake. Plus the fact if you use your e-brake and your um hold on, let's see. Let's go get into a car and I'll show you. Actually, no, let's get into a different car. Hold on. That car that the Unimog is a heck of a vehicle, but I want to show you in a different car. Where is it? There it is. Nope, that's my Elise. I don't want the Elise. I want the Mazda Miata. There. Okay, let's bring up the map. Hold on. Actually, go to one of the drag strips. Oops. Okay, yes, we want to fast travel. I'm going to fast travel to one of the drag strips where I can show you what I'm talking about. Because that way we won't be in anybody's way. Okay, so when I oh, okay. When I'm doing a corner, I will a lot of times hit the brake and then I will hit the e-brake to kind of controls my slide around a corner, because you go like this and then all of a sudden you tap the brake to kind of slow yourself down, and oh, here let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's go do one of those speed trap. Oh, that's a danger sign jump. Let's see. Let's find a race. Okay, oh, this is S1. Okay. We haven't done it before, but yes, we're gonna fast travel to that race. There's no better way to show somebody what a corner is than showing them in a race. Oh. We'll do I know you can hear my car. Okay, what the heck? Is this a drifting race? I think it is. Oh, this is drifting. We don't want to do drifting. Come on. I don't. I want to quit race. I didn't realize that was a drifting race. I don't want to do drifting. Not. I mean, not that type of drifting, anyways. Okay. I didn't realize that was drifting. This right here, yeah, it's a drift zone. Whoop. Oh, I don't want that. Damn it, would you stop it? Oh, great. Just exit it. Hold on. Back to game, yes. What's this? Oh, that's S2. We want S1. That's finished. Oh, it's a dirt race. We don't want a dirt race. That's a drift one. That is one we've already finished. Trying to find a spot where we can go where I can show in a. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just go out on the street. Screw it. See, if I come up to this turn right here, you can just go like that, or I mean, that's why B. If you know, ooh, well, there's lots of people racing around the course, but whoops. Of course, the one thing that doesn't help is that, well, sometimes you lose control of it. See, when you're just screwing around, losing control doesn't mean anything, but when you're in a race, it does. But the thing is, sometimes when you are racing, you might have, depending on your style of racing, you might have a person to show you or to bounce off of or whatever, you know. Some people cheat and they use they huh? Okay, I don't know. But also, if anybody wants to know my setup here for this car, make sure you leave it in the comments and maybe we'll show you sometime. Okay, well this video is getting to be kind of long, so we'll just say thank you for watching. Hope y'all have fun playing this game. If you use any of my settings, maybe drop it in the comments, and hope you all have fun playing this game. And see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.